see by the dawn's early light. What's so proud? Good day, YouTube, and welcome to another episode of the Albino Rhino Beer Review. Oh, a lot of my head's off the camera. That's okay. We can just do this. Ooh. Now it's in. Shrank myself. It's in camera. Today we will be drinking a beer. Today we'll be drinking a beer from Mill Street. Today we'll be drinking a beer from the Mill Street Summer Sampler Pack. So let's just grab that beer, shall we? We've grabbed that beer. This is Mill Street's Cassis, brewed with black currant. Beer brewed with fruit. Thank you, I didn't know what black currant was. What do we have it? 4.8% alcohol by volume. There we go. I believe the case said it was a Belgian ale. This lovely wheat beer is made in the time-honored way of infusing fruit into the beer during aging to allow the Belgian yeast, in secondary fermentation that results in a refreshing. So this is like it's a wheat beer, Belgian wheat beer, so a Belgian wit with black currant. I don't know if this is just their Belgian wit with black currant or if it's a specialty Belgian wit with black currant. I don't remember. It's been too many years what their wit's ABV actually is. Just a touch of water in the bottom of there. Oh my lord. Oh my lord, I love this already. Okay, for most of you that know me, you know that the one thing I hate about fruit beers is when you use extracts for your fruit beer instead of actual fruit. They use some black currant in this baby, and that actually almost turns me on, to be honest with you. Even the head, I don't know if the camera's picking it up, but that head is pinkish. This light is horrible. I gotta move the table tomorrow. The table keeps getting shifted whenever people do laundry, and it's shifting into spots where it normally isn't. And then that fluorescent isn't on to drop light over here. But yeah, the head is pink. The stuff itself almost looks like strawberry juice if you make fruit smoothies and stuff. It's just super, super thick. You can't see through it. It's kind of gross, to be honest with you. It's gross in one of those awesome ways. I don't even know what color that would be. It almost looks like bloody shit. Like you, never mind, I'm not going to go there. Got this one zit right here, and I can't get rid of it. It's probably been there for years. It probably has this giant, hard as a rock blackhead in it. Yeah. Beer looks awesome. It even looks awesome in this glass. Let's get to the smell. Let's get this stuff done. Okay. That's intriguing. I expected and black currant tea is my favorite type of tea, and I just expected black currant and Earl Grey and peppermint. I like herbal teas, but I was expecting a huge punch in the face of black currant berries due to the color of this, and really all I can smell is a tiny touch of cloves. Yeah. I don't think my sniffer's off, because I mean I can tell you exactly what I ate with each of my farts right now. But, nothing really. Just a tiny touch of cloviness, which is obviously coming from the yeast. Let's try it. Cheers. Okay. Very light-bodied. Very, very light-bodied. full mouthfeel though at the same time. I mean, it's light bodied, but it's creamy. It's creamy. It's thick. It enters every orifice of your mouth. It's soft. I know liquid's always soft, but this just feels soft going across your tongue. And other than that, there's not much to it. It kind of tastes like their Belgian wit of recent years, not of older years. And I don't know if that's just my palate changing or if the beer's actually changed over the years of them expanding. But I remember the Belgian wit being amazing. And then I used it in the blind taste test, and I bought a 6-pack of it when I did the blind taste test. And I didn't vote for it in the blind taste test. And then I drank the other 5 bottles, and I'm like, this isn't what I remember. And this kind of reminds me of that now. Little tiny touch of almost like an orange peel. Just a weedy dryness. Weedy dryness, a little bit of orange peel, a tiny touch of cloves on the back end, and just the oddest little amount, and especially odd for the color, but the oddest little amount of like the sour, over-ripened blackcurrant berries. Okay, and there is a little bit of the sweeter blackcurrant berry in there too, but for the color and the look of this, I expected a lot more. It's not a bad beer. It's not a bad beer at all. It's just, it's lacking in what I expected out of it. But Mill Street's Cassis, give it a 7 out of 10. It's drinkable. It's just, that color makes me expect more. I think if it had been just, you know what, I can't say that. I was going to say if it was just plain yellow, like wheat beer, I might have rated it higher, but then I would have been mad that they didn't use real fruit. So, I mean, I don't know where I want to sit on this. I like it. I wish it was more. I understand why it isn't, but I like it. And that's about where I'm going to sit on it. Thank you guys for watching. Have a wonderful, splendiferous, fantabulous evening. Bye-bye.